Okay, so we'll start our session. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, here, who are connected, please be respond. Okay. So whenever if I ask anything, if you respond, then only I can proceed, right? So this is very initial of our session. So please respond. Yeah. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah,
Good
good morning.
morning. Good morning.
So please let me know who are from Harsha Trainings and who are from not from Harsha Trainings.
This is Vasanti. I am from Pega 622 batch.
So do one thing. So who are not from Harsha training, so please do message here in the chat box. Then according to that, I have to cover, right? So I'm telling you, who are not from Harsha trainings, please do chat message, okay? Okay, anyhow, so just do the message, then we'll start our session. So yeah, myself, if I want to introduce, then my name is Jhansi, and here it is 15th batch of post training, okay, which we are going to start. So in this 1 hour of demo session, what we will do, okay? So any one of you have any idea about this session, about this post training? Any one of you have any idea?
No.
Okay, so in this entire 1 hour of session, what we will see, I'll just draft few points here. So here, why you joined, okay, for this session, and what you will gain, okay, what you will gain once if you join post training, and then what will be the structure here, okay, what will be the structure here. So one by one, I'll just answer you. But here for this demo session, you joined to know about post training process, right? Then for the second question, what you will gain once if you join for post training, okay? So to this question, I'll not answer anything in a normal way. So we'll start with the technical discussion here. Then only you can understand once if you join for post training, okay, Pega post training, then what you will get. So then we'll start our session. I'm audible, right? So then I'll just start our technical discussion.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay
Yes, you are
then.
audible and clear.
Okay. So here I'm going to ask you few different type of scenario questions. Okay. Then according to that, I can test your knowledge, and then in what way you have to enhance your skills, then we can conclude that, okay? So here, let's say for example, okay, so there are some details in your database, okay, details in the database. So then you have a requirement, you have to fetch and display on UI, okay? So then what you can do here, so that may be any type of details. Let's say it may be some product related information, okay? So that product table will consist of different parameters like product name, and then product ID, and then product price, okay, product price, and some other characteristics like its color, size, weight, like this, so on. So details are there. So as a developer, you have to implement one business requirement here. You have to display those details and fetch it from database. Now tell me, what are the steps you have to take in here? And everyone, is it okay with my flow? Like, am I going fast or anything? Please let me know here.
It's okay.
Yeah, okay then. So just answer here.
We can create an activity using OBJ browse and we can get the
We can
details.
fetch the records based on, we can use the
Okay,
OBJ browser.
one person saying that we can use OBJ browse. Okay, another.
We can also
We
use
can use
RD and we
report
can fetch the
definition.
details and
That
display
means
them.
report also
Also,
we can
report
use.
definition and data page
What other
also we
ways?
can use.
Data page also you are saying, right? So then here, whatever you are saying, if you want to do obj browse or if you want to do RD or any data page, in which class we have to create it first? In which class we have to create the rule?
Product class.
It on the table class.
Table
Table
class
Suppose,
class.
let's say you are using report definition. So where you have to create the report definition rule here?
in the table
Table
class
class
we have
itself.
to create.
Yes or no? So what is the table class here?
It's like product could be the table class, like whatever.
Product the table.
Okay. So here you have a requirement to fetch product details from database, right? So then you are using a report definition. So whenever you want to create the reports in the table class, you have to create. Okay. So apart from that, if you are using obj browse, then what we have to do here? If you use obj browse, then what you have to do?
We have to
In
create an
pivot
activity and
tables.
fetch the details, and that details will be in the page. We have to
So
display them.
here, what are the parameters? Okay, what are the parameters for obj browse generally?
Obj class,
Okay, so it will prompt you to provide class name and then
yes,
And key.
Table name.
page name,
page,
right?
page
So
name,
here, is there any need to create a new page? That means using of page new method is here needed or not?
No.
No,
Yes, it
right?
is.
Why?
Yes, we need it. We need
Page
to
new
go
have to.
onto that
Yes.
page, right?
We
Here
need.
not needed, okay, because
Yes,
in the obj browse method itself you are defining a new page. Okay,
yes.
so it is asking you to provide the page name, right? So then according to that, page will be created on clipboard. Clear?
Clipboard.
Okay,
Yes.
next point, data page. So what you can do using data page here, either if you use a report or activity to fetch the product details, that you can give as a source, right? Data
Yes.
page itself, it will not do anything. Okay, you have to give as a source like any of the rule. Either it may be report definition or it may be activity. Okay, be data transform according to the
Jhansi, you're not
requirement. You
audible
have
if
to
you're
give the
speaking.
database source. Then what database sharing mechanism will be
Jhansi,
defined
you're
here,
not audible.
right? So different types of
Jhansi, there is a
scope there.
break.
Going forward,
Excuse
we'll
me,
discuss
excuse me.
about that.
Jhansi, there is a break in your voice.
Yes, Jhansi. Yeah, there was a pause for around 30 seconds. We were not able to hear your voice.
Jhansi, you're not audible if you're speaking.
Once. Am I audible now?
Yes, yes. Now you're
Yes, you are.
audible.
Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. We'll proceed. So here to this data page, you are giving either obj browse like an activity or report definition. Okay. So based on the scopes like a thread, requester, and node scope, data will be shared among the requesters. Okay. Apart from that, till now you are doing fetching the data from database, right? So
Yes.
fetch the data from DB. Now tell me, then whatever you fetched, the data, you have to display it on UI. Now what you can do here as part of UI implementation?
We have to create a section where we can include the table layout and we can give the property of page, whatever page list or report definition, and we can display it on the UI.
Yes, correct. So here, if you want to display all the product details on UI, then just create a section and take a table layout, or you can take a repeating dynamic layout according to your UI appearance. Okay, so let's say you have taken table layout as an input. Okay, as a UI layout you have taken table layout. Then to this table layout, what are the different sources we can give? Either page
Page
list,
list property,
or
report
you can give
definition,
reports, or you can give what?
deep data page.
Data page, right? So directly it will display the data on UI. So till now, I think everybody understand, right, how the process will be. Correct. So then I'll ask you another scenario. Okay, this is one type of scenario. So we'll discuss in different ways. Okay. So let's say another scenario, you are going to implement as a developer. Okay, as a developer, you have to imagine yourself. You are going to implement one application which is related to student details collection. Okay. So you are going to collect student details from the UI. Once if you collect the student info, you have to commit the data. Okay, commit the data to where we
Table.
have to commit? So the to the database. Now tell me, what are the steps you have to take care here? Yes, please.
We have to create a section where we can display the details.
Okay, so first will come from UI implementation. Okay, as part of UI implementation, you have created a section. Okay, so in that section, you are collecting some student information. Let's say that may be student name. Okay, student name, student ID. So here also one thing you have to do, that student ID should generate like a randomly. Okay, random ID, and then student name you have to collect, and then his like further details, father name, okay, mother name, and his like a what, state, city, gender, like these few details you are collecting from the student. Then you have to commit this data to the student table. Okay, this is what your requirement. So then you have collected, okay, as a developer you implemented this screen and you are collecting the data. Then once if you collect the data from student, first where data will be stored?
On the clipboard.
Yes, so on the clipboard we can see the data, right? So here, even though if you see the data on clipboard, you have to know, suppose directly in the like in the work class you have created the student details, then data where it will store on clipboard, just tell me.
PY
Directly
work.
on py.
PY workpage.
Instead of that, if you like access the student information from the data class, then where data will store? So in the work class, what we have to do? In the work class, you have to create a page,
Page
okay,
referring
which
to
refers
data
to the
page. Data
student
page.
class, right? So you have to create a page which refers to the student class. Let's say student details page, okay? Student details page. So then this is student details page, and it is holding the information of all this information, right? So if you commit this data from UI on the clipboard, now what is the place, on
PY
which page
work page. PY work page dot student details.
having another page, right? So what this py work page will refer here?
Work class.
It will refer to the work class. Then what about the student details?
Student class.
It refers to the student class. Correct. Till now, clear everyone? Now tell
Yes.
me, have you commit the data to database now? Generally, if you submit the data from UI, it will store on clipboard and it will commit to the work table, right? Instead of doing that, I want to change the path. I want to store this data into my student details. Then just tell me how the steps you have to take care here.
Sorry, can you just repeat the question now?
Can
See,
you
here
ask the
my
question again?
question, it's nothing but you have collected the data from student and data is there on clipboard with the student page. Okay.
Okay.
Now
We
my
have to copy
requirement,
to.
mm,
We can use the paste copy or
so I'm just repeating the question. So on the student page, data is there. So from this page, you have to commit the data to student table. Okay, not to this work table. Now just tell me the path how to implement. So other person you are responding, right?
we
Yes.
have to change the mapping. Mapping we have to change.
So you have to do the which one? Okay, that is okay. Class table mapping. Apart from that, what we have to do?
In
We
the
have to
activity, we need
create
to write
OBJ
commit.
and then commit.
Okay, you are creating activity to do this one, right? Now tell me what
Yes.
are the steps?
Oh, we have to OBJ save and commit.
I'm getting echo from your end. So you are telling temp page. Create a temp page. Temp page refer to which one?
Uh, Student
To
class.
Okay, here using this activity, this student details page information we have to commit to the student table. Now create a new page. Okay, page new which refers to the student
Student
table.
class.
Then what next step we have to do?
We have to
Property
set the property
property.
set.
set. Why property set here needed? So you are assigning the value. You are assigning the value from where to where?
From
From the
different page
student
to
details
page
page
to
to
this page to preview page.
let's say you have created a new page that refers to the temp page. Okay, so to this temp page you are copying the data
From
from
student
where?
details page. From student
Student
details.
detail page.
Correct. So here you have to do temp page dot student name.
Student name.
Okay, student name you are going to assign to the student details page dot
Student
student
name.
name. Like this you are defining multiple properties whatever you have. So then till now what will happen?
Only page copy.
Up
That details
to
will be
defer queue data will be commit, right? Yes or no? Up to
Yes.
defer queue. Then what about committing of database? Committing to database. What you have to
no.
do next?
We
OBJ
have to
save
do
and then
the
commit.
OBJ save also we have to do, right? Then only it will
What?
go to defer queue. If we are not doing OBJ save, how it will go to defer queue?
Yes, yes. Before that, yeah. Actually, up to this property set, data will be there on clipboard only. Okay. Data will be there on clipboard only. So,
After
what is the
OBJ,
next step we
it
have
goes
to
to
do?
default. After
Okay.
OBJ save, it
Have
will
to do
goes
the
to
OBJ save and then commit.
Okay.
and
You
then
are
commit.
telling OBJ save we have to use. Then, what is the reference we have to give? Just like that, if you use
Temp
OBJ
page.
save
Temp
method,
page.
yes, that page you have to refer. Okay. Temp page. Okay. Then, what is the next step we have to use here?
Commit.
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 Commit. Okay. So, okay, you implemented everything activity
Remove temp page.
properly. Then by activity itself will not commit the data, right?
We have to
Because
give this in the
there you
on
have to
button
call this, there
on
you
the
have to
button
call this
on post
activity.
processing.
Processing. Post
So
processing.
this you can call on post
Oh,
processing of flow
flow
action.
action. Flow
Action.
action post processing.
Clear everyone?
Yes.
So this is one type of scenario. Okay, let's say next I have another scenario. You have a requirement. Let's say there are different operators. Okay, different operators. So there are list of operators like suppose 100 operators or 10 operators you have. Okay. So whenever on UI you are seeing 10 operators, among that you can select either 2 or 3 operators. Okay, whatever the selected operators you have that you wanted to display, okay, that display on next screen. Okay, then what we have to do as part of this requirement? Yeah,
Need to
just tell.
We have to create a new page list for the selected details, and we have to create an activity where we'll copy this selected like py selected equal to true to, and we have to give the condition and loop all the operators and then copy that to the selected operators page list, and in
Okay.
that next
So now
screen we have
we'll see how to implement this one. Okay, whatever you are telling, that's correct. Okay. So here, different operators you have, right? So first of all, to show these different operators, what we have to do? Either you have to create a report or you have to create, okay, you have to create activity. Okay. So on which table you have to do this one?
operator table.
Database
Which, what is
table
that?
report.
PR underscore
Here
Operator table.
operator ID.
operators. What is the class here? Which will hold information about the operators? Data
Admin
Data
operator.
admin operator.
Admin
operator
operator
ID.
ID.
Correct. Okay, data admin operator ID is the class. In that you have created one report or activity. Okay, then what is the next step here? Create a table layout. Okay, so to the table layout you can give as a source report definition and then add one column, right? That column is
Checkbox.
nothing but
Checkbox for
checkbox.
Condition.
Okay,
Check
that's a
condition.
boolean value, either
true or
true
false.
or false. Okay, next one, what we have to do, you have to implement
Mismatch.
one functionality whenever user selected any of the product, okay, like any of the operator, then you have to display that selected operators onto the next screen. Okay, as of now you are seeing 1 2 3 4 5 like this and so on, so 10. Among that 2 5 are selected, then what you have to do here as business logic implementation. So once you submitted the data from UI, first where it will store?
Clipboard.
On
Clipboard only.
clipboard, right? On clipboard. So on clipboard, what is the page it will hold now? Let's say
Operator ID.
to this report you have given like operator details page. Okay,
That will
operator
be next.
details page. Operator details like this you have given. Next, so on this page list data is there. Next, what we have to do here? Among this page list you have to check any of the property, like any of the record is selected
Selected
as
or
true.
not.
Okay, selected
PY
equals
true.
so here what is the next step as part of business logic implementation we have to do? Add the loop condition, add the
When
loop condition in the activity, just
Activity.
mention this page list. Okay, after that create a, inside of this child step what we have to do, create a page new which refers to the temp page. Okay, temp page which refers to the operator details. Next, what we have to do here?
once we have to check the condition whether it is selected
So
or
we
not.
have first, without opening, how we can check, right? We
Okay, okay.
have to open. We
OBJ
have to
open.
open. So here, in this case, we can use obj
Open.
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 So what is the column, like a key column we have to give here?
ZMS.
First
Obj
page, page on which page it has
identifier,
to.
right? So on this one itself, you can define like a temp page.
Yes.
Okay, a py user identifier you have given and you can pass the values. Okay, you pass some value. That means on the loop itself it is opening. Like this you can provide. Okay, operator details of, okay, in this page list of current dot, what we have to give here? Py user identifier. Okay, like this if you have given, it will open the data. Next, what is the next step we have to do here? Just check the condition. Okay, you have opened, then whether if it is when py selected equals to true, then do the page copy. Okay, correct or not?
Yes.
If you are directly copying from one list to another list, you can use page copy. Then just mention operator id details page to selected operator id details. So this is one way of implementation using activity. Otherwise, Can we use data transform?
Yes.
Yes,
How?
we can.
What we can use here now? Can we use append to or append and map to?
Append to and map to, yeah.
Right? So here
Yes.
you have a direct functionality, that is checking the loop condition, right? So then for each in you can select inside of append to and append and map to, there just mention py selected equals to true, then copy the data from operator space list to selected operator space list. Clear? Everyone getting my point?
Yes.
Yeah, understood.
So here, as per the overview only, I'm just giving you, okay? So whenever, if you do by yourself, then only you can understand clearly. So here, till now, what are the different scenarios we have covered here? First one is what? Interacting with database, right?
Database.
That means what? Fetching the data and displaying on UI. Correct or not?
Yes.
Next scenario, what we have discussed, from UI to database commit. DB commit. Next, what we have seen,
From one page list to another page list.
copying, right? Copying the data from one to another page list. So here is nothing but what? What are the different concepts we have covered? Even though, if you think in a way, without some rules, you can't implement any type of business requirements. So what are the major rules here? Activity,
Report definition,
reports,
data page, data
data
page,
That
page, data
data
transform,
transforms,
okay, and then decision
UI.
rules. Okay, UI is
Flow
okay. So
actions.
without these business logics, we cannot implement any kind of business requirements. Okay, even if you take connector rules, okay, what are the sources there for connectors or services?
Uh, uh,
If you take
report
any service
definition,
or connect rest or any service soap or connect
report
soap, what are the
definition,
source we have to take?
database,
Activity.
Activity
Report
only, right?
definition, data page, activity.
If it is
Yes.
database,
agents, okay. If it is agents, what is the
Activity.
source?
activity,
If it is listeners, like either file listener or email listener,
Activity.
activity only.
activity. If you wanted to implement database integration,
Oh, activities methods,
you have to use RDB
RDB
methods,
method,
right? So then where we can call these RDB methods from?
The activity.
Activity. So without these activity rules or reports, database, data transforms, any project we cannot implement. So the person who is having the full-fledged knowledge on these rules, definitely they'll get the job. Getting my points, everyone?
Yes,
So
Jhansi.
here,
is Jhansi.
for interacting with the database or fetching the data from database, what are the rules we are using here? Activity
Activity.
or
Report
Reports, data page.
report
or data
definition,
page.
database. Correct.
uh,
From UI to database, if you want to commit activity, or what we
Uh,
can use data page also. That is
data,
nothing but savable data page. Okay.
Savable data page.
And you can use data transform here. Okay. Data transform as a source, because using this data transform, we can set values. Right. And for this one, next, copying the data from one list to another list, you can use
Activity
activity
or data
and
transfer.
report definition,
or
Data
report
transfer.
activity is for
data
what?
Data
transform.
transfer.
Data transform.
Transform,
data
right?
transfer.
Data transform. So if you remember at least these 3 points, you can answer for any type of question. You know, regarding any type of business logics, if you understand this relation, you can answer. Okay. So interview will not be like interviewer will not be asked any questions apart from these concepts, like interacting with the database, or getting the data from database, or copying the data from one list to another list, or one page to another page, or copy, like assigning the data to either a page list or to a page or to a property, right? So without these things you cannot do anything. Clear everyone? Till now as like a technical
Yes.
discussion, what you will gain once if you join post training. Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
Jhansi.
Jan.
So in this entire program, what we'll do means, okay, so whatever, like how we discussed in this half an hour of session, going forward technical discussion also like that only. So I'll cover each concept like from basic itself, properties, sections, flow, like a flow actions, flows, and then come to business logic as I mentioned here, like these rules. Okay, these rules as part of business logic. Apart from this, we have to discuss about SLAs, correspondence. Okay, and then what more, like validations.
Inheritance concepts, it will be more.
Those are very basics only, right? Classes, inheritances, that you can prepare, no problem. Okay. So this is here high level, like a interview point of view, what they'll ask about all the
Integrations.
different concepts. Okay. So SLA, correspondence, validations, and
Integrations.
Integrations.
circumstance. Okay, we'll cover to that point. Next, is there anything? Okay, email integrations,
Application architecture, it's not.
integrations. Okay, and then
Listeners.
agents, listeners,
Job schedulers and queue processors.
database. That is nothing but part of agents only. Okay, job schedulers, queue processors, everything part of agents. Okay, so database integration, and then come to access related rules. Okay,
Security.
Security rules, yes.
yes, those are nothing but
Bix,
security rules. So in these security rules, what we have to cover, like
AR, AR,
okay,
access.
like access role to object, access
Oh,
any, okay, role based access
access.
controlling, like this we have to cover. And then we'll cover about like a basics of skin rules. Okay, like this, whatever the important needed concepts like exception handlings.
uh,
So these all things I'll cover in the interview point of view. Okay. And next point, here you have to remember the person who wanted to enroll to this post training, like who wanted to join, you have to maintain the knowledge on each and every rule. Okay. And you have to give a basic interview here. So without this basic interview, if I take everyone in this project, then finally I have to suffer here because this project will cover all points. Okay, like from very basic rules to even advanced integration concepts also. So without knowing the basics of integrations, how they can implement this one, right? So that's what here a basic level of knowledge is needed here. And one more thing, this entire process will not be like a spoon feeding. Okay, so here I'll just give you overview on every user story, then according to that you have to work on. Apart from that, so here for regular training, Harsha used to take a scenario and he'll explain, right? He'll explain by doing, and he'll give the screenshot, right? Here the process will not be like that. I'll just explain everything. Okay, and one project, if I divided into different user stories, first I'll give the time to work by yourself. Okay, so after 1 week, we have to connect for the review session. In that review session, also, if you are unable to do, then for each user story, I'll give you the document which is having the solution. Okay, based on that, you can go with that. But here, if even if you do the copy paste work, you will not gain anything, right? So that's what the final motto of post training is. You have to do by yourself. Okay. So here, getting my points, everyone, till now, whatever I explained, clear?
Yes,
Yes,
Jhansi.
Jan.
Okay. Next. will cover what will be the structure, okay, of this post training. So here it is 45 days of duration, okay, 45 days of duration, let's say 6 weeks of course, 6 to 7 weeks based on the student capacity also have to proceed, right? So in that 45 days or 6 to 7 weeks of course, for every week we have to connect 3 days of technical, okay, 3 days of technical discussion. So that technical discussion, as you understand, like whatever we have covered in this way, for each and every concept I used to take the scenarios and we'll discuss, okay. And on like one day review session, apart from these 3 days, one day we have to connect for review session. So in this review session what you'll do means, whatever the project you are working, that project user story overview you have to give here, okay. So that implementation also I'll check everyone in that batch, they have to share their screen and they have to explain, so that some type of insecure feeling will be removed, right? So in the real time how that scrum calls or like team meetings, how that will be avoided, okay. So that 3 days of technical discussion, one day for the review session. And then here first I'll give you one project, okay. First I'll give you one project, end to end you have to do, okay, end to end you have to do. And then if you do this project end to end, once if I verify everything, then I'll give you next project, okay. If you do that next project also, then only I can give another project. Why the reason also I'm telling you, if I give you three projects or four projects at a time, if you start one project, in that project if you are facing any issue, then you leave that particular project and you move to next project also will you do you do the same thing, and you do the third project. In third project also if you face the same type of issue, you just leave these three projects, right? So then finally you will not get anything completely. So that's what, that is not the motto here. You have to do at least one project end to end, okay. So that's what, one by one only I can give you. Apart from that, for every concept I used to give assignment tasks, okay. So based on the complexity of the concept, if it is data page, let's say, to this data page we may have different type of scenarios, right? We have different type of scenarios and use cases by using like savable data page, key data page, parameterized data page, okay, giving the lookup as a source. Like this we have different scenarios, right? So for everything I used to give one assignment. This assignment you have to do by yourself, okay. There will not be any solution documents, because for assignments also if I give the same thing, finally you will not get anything, right? So that's what these assignments itself you have to do, okay. Like these reports you have to do different assignments for validations, for activity, for data transform, like this, covering of all the concepts. I'll give you the assignment task. Getting my point, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
Jhansi.
Jhansi.
Is it clear?
Yes, Jhansi. Yes,
Okay,
Jhansi.
so
Yes.
from my end, I think I cleared all your doubts. So if you have any queries, you can ask here now.
When is the course starting, Jhansi?
Okay, that point also I'll tell you. So today it's 29th of March, right? So
Yes.
Saturday, from Monday or from Tuesday, start scheduling of your interviews. Okay, I'll just share that interview scheduling form. According to that, just schedule your interview and just mention the timings. Okay, so in that day, I used to take the interviews for everyone because I have to know their capability, whether they can do the project or not. Okay, just by talking to that person, I can understand will they do or not. Okay, so that's what I'll take. It's not like a interview; just feel like a, it's like an interaction session, okay, one to one interaction session. So in that session I'll just check your knowledge just by talking, okay. So then after that, most probably give me a minute, 7th of April it's fine, right? Probably from 7th or 8th of April we'll start our project. Okay, so in the initial sessions, what we'll do means we'll discuss about a project explanation. Okay, entire project explanation I'll just tell you. So I'll give you user story documents and entire project document. So you have to start working on that. And apart from that, I'll give you the zip file also. But even though if you import that everything, without doing by ourselves you cannot get it anything, right? So you have to start working on that. At least from this post training, just start your practice. Okay, I can tell you one thing, one example. Suppose there are bunch of bananas. Okay, if suppose you have started eating of bananas from this day to 3 days. Okay, eating all the bunch of bananas in 3 days, will it be easy, or in one day eating of all bunch of bananas, will it be easy? Which one is better?
In 3 days.
3 days, right? That means slowly start your work. In the same way, start your project and try to start enhance your skills one by one. Clear? Yeah,
Yes,
so
Jhansi.
this is from my end. If you have any queries, you can. No class, no, because I have to take interviews for everyone, right? Along with that, I have to take care of another batch also. So that's what you have to give the interviews, and then we'll start the project.
What's the timing? Like 10 to 11 only, right?
No, no, no. This is only demo timings. Actual
What
class
would
timing may change. That will be
what
most probably in the afternoon, like evening times, because some people from USA, right? So according to their point of view, I have to cover.
like any idea like what would be the timing and all?
Either it may be 4 to 5 or 6 to 7.
Okay. Yeah,
Because
thanks.
5 to 6 one batch is going on. If their batch completed, then I'll just move your timings to 5 to 6. Till then, we have to adjust with 4 to 5 or 6 to 7. Yes, weekly
Okay.
4 classes only, because if I take everyday class also, no use. Because without working on project, if I used to tell you different tricks and tips to crack the interview, you'll not get anything. Even if you attend 4 years or 5 years of experience interview, what they are asking means just explain about your use case. Okay. So without doing the project, how can you explain the use cases? So that's what you have to work on project. Fee structure means you can do WhatsApp message to our post training number. So here 22 people are connected, right? Apart from me, 21 are connected, right? So every one of you, please save this number, because from today onwards, we'll not share any individual link or any individual message. Okay, because from our WhatsApp business groups, we have to share the message, right? So please save this number, everyone. Otherwise, you'll not get any details further. Please save this number. What is that number? 83283932256. Okay. And do save this number. And one more thing, just message to this number. Today I attended this demo session. Please share recording and further details. Okay. So then only our team will share further details. Otherwise, they don't know, right, who are connecting and to whom we have to share. Because here if you connected, then you have some interest to join, right? Then you have to do message. Okay, please do that. mm, no, 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 there is some specific limit, because Harsha students who are from 620, from after 615 or 616, you don't have any fees. But here, one thing, you have to attend regularly to the sessions. We will monitor your attendance. If any of the class you are missing, then we'll remove the access, we'll remove you from the group. Everything we don't monitor furtherly. Okay, apart from these Harsha trainings, there is a fee. You can contact our admin number. Okay, so this is our number. You can contact to this number. For past previous batches, there will be fee, like because almost 1 year to 2 years completed, right? So for them, there is a fee. Apart from that, no. So 83283932256. Please do message. As of now also you can do. And one thing, so is there anything from your end? Is it okay with my flow? Aditya, Ashu, Divya, Simha.
Yeah, it's good, Jhansi.
Yeah, thank you, Vasanti. Next is 778, Sandhya Rani,
Flow is
Aruni.
good, but then I have a question, Jansi.
Yes, yes.
I mean, how about the mock interviews? Or does it
Okay, here,
conducted after
how the
the
mock sorry, yeah, yeah,
session,
yes, please.
after the training, or will it be in between the
No, no, no.
trainings?
You can schedule your interviews according to your weeks also. Like, let's say, for
Okay.
example, if you are attending post training, after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you can schedule your interview. Then you can check your knowledge, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yes.
if you wanted to give any mock interviews, just do WhatsApp message to the same number, okay,
Hmm.
83283. They'll share interview person related number. Then, according to that, you can schedule your mock interview.
Who
Yeah,
will
yeah.
be
Thank
taking
you.
the interviews, Jhansi?
Sorry?
Who will be
Mock
taking the mock
interviews
test?
will conduct by another person, but this post training entrance related mock interview I will take.
Okay, Jhansi. Yeah.
Okay.
What if
Yeah, I have a
sometimes we
question
miss
here like for
classes?
Sorry, who is that?
Kiran speaking. What if sometimes we miss classes and will you provide
Okay, yeah,
recording?
good question. So here, if you miss, let's say if there is any urgency, if you miss the session, you have to update to our admin number. Then, apart from that, actually we will give 6 months of recording access, okay, without any reasons. If you are skipping the classes, then that 6 months of access also we cannot give, okay. Otherwise you will get the recording access if there is any urgency. In case if you miss the session, we can give you the recording access for 6 months. Clear?
yeah, I have a question here. Like you have mentioned, for every 3 days there will be a review, right? So what is it
One
about?
minute, yeah, who is that?
Yeah, location.
Lokesh. Yes, Lokesh.
Yeah. So previously you have mentioned for every 3 days there will be a review, right?
Yes, yes.
So what is it about?
So let's say in a week we have to connect for review session, right? So one project you have to work on for this entire 40 days, okay, 45 days. That's based on the project complexity. Let's say one user story may take 1 week of time, okay. Another user story may take 2 days to 3 days of time. So whatever the work they did in that 3 days or in that entire week, on that particular day, particular slot, they have to explain. Okay,
Oh, okay, got it. Hmm.
the work what like they have implemented, that they have to give here, they have to present here.
Hmm. Okay, okay, got it.
Clear? Yes, I think. Any others?
So
Stravani.
do we get recording sessions, Jansi?
Sorry.
Do we get recording sessions in your
Yes, yes,
Google?
yeah, yeah. Through Google Drive you can receive these recorded sessions, but without any reason if you are skipping attending the sessions, then like we cannot share that.
Okay, okay.
Offline classes available, ma'am. Sorry, Aditya. Actually, only online classes. And if you wanted to do practice, like you can come to institute and you can sit at third floor. Mentor will be there. Otherwise, I'll be at fifth floor. You can come here and you can clarify your doubts. Okay? Because because of some reasons, we are only conducting online sessions. Is any questions? Janardhan, Prapulla, Ramesh. Next, Pooja, Vasanti, Lokesh asked. Next,
No
Tarun.
questions. Yeah,
No
I'm
questions.
uh, Jhansi.
Sorry?
I'm good, Jhansi. I don't have any questions.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. So, yeah, thank you everyone. So, if you have any queries, you can ask. Otherwise, we can wind up this session. So, just do WhatsApp message to this number 83283 93256. then only I can share like a further details, right? Apart from that, it will be some difficult task to me share further details. So just understand our situation and try to do WhatsApp message. Today we attended the demo session. Please share further details. Then by Monday or evening, you will receive the recorded session, and from Monday onwards, we'll share the interview scheduling form, and you can fill that and you can schedule an interview. Clear?
Yes, Jhansi.
Yes,
Yeah,
Jhansi.
yeah. Thank you.
Hi, Jhansi. This
So
is Ramesh.
we'll wind up this session. So Ramesh, asking anything?
Yes, Jhansi. Actually, may I know when will be the next batch? Actually, I didn't complete my entire course. That's why.
Okay, okay. So next batch mostly after April 15th. April 15th to April 20, most probably. And after demo session also it will take 7 days of time, right? So most probably by end of April or starting of May. 1 month. For
Okay,
every month we used to start one batch.
okay, Jhansi. Thank you.
Okay? Yes. Okay, then thank you everyone. So we'll wind up this session and we'll meet on regular sessions.
Yeah, thanks, Jhansi. Have a nice
Thank
day.
Thank
you,
you,
Jhansi.
Jhansi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you, everyone.
Thank you.